Hey guys, Pedro here from Ferreira Homestead. Once in a while I get questions regarding what do I carry or do I carry any first aid kits, anything in my car or when I go out to do gun classes, firearm classes, or even just work around the homestead. So I wanted to do quick short video here for you guys and answer that question. But yes, I do believe it's fundamental to have first aid kits accessible to you, not just in your car but in your home, along with fire extinguishers, for example. That's another thing that a lot of people neglect to have in their houses. I have a fire extinguisher in my car. I have fire extinguishers throughout my house, and I have obviously first aid kits, well-stocked first aid kits throughout my house, and without exaggeration, I do have 3 or 4 throughout my house. In my car, I have the basic kit here with bandages, regular bandages, band-aids, and all of that stuff. Neosporin, some medicine, pain medicine, alcohol swabs, things like that. And then on the bigger setup there, I have your Israeli bandages. And of course, so if I'm going to that bigger kit right there, things are serious, right? It's a serious situation. So the EMET emergency tourniquet. I have the other types of bandages, emergency compression bandages, and I have several of these. I have the splint, what do you call them? Missing the word here, but splint, things to do splints. I have a couple of those also. Chest seals, that's another thing that I have. I have a few of these, quite a few of these in there. Now remember, I do gun classes, firearm classes, from your basic class to the more technical class. So, that's another thing that another reason why I have a lot of these, very complete kits is because of that. I do not go out and teach a class unless I'm fully prepared to face an emergency. I see a lot of instructors out there teaching classes and they don't even have a first aid kit, a basic first aid kit around. I do not teach a class unless I have a first aid kit with things like chest seals, tourniquets, and stop the bleed products, because accidents happen. So anyway, so rescue blankets. I have a few other things in one of my boxes in the back, but yes, so the answer to the question, the couple of people that asked me, yes, I do carry emergency, I do carry a couple of emergency kits, and I have them separated by how bad the situation is. So if it's something simple, I'm going to grab the smaller one here that has mostly everything I need to stop a bleed and regular band-aids and things like that. If things are really, really serious, then I can grab the big one that also has band-aids and also has stop the bleed, and it's a more escalated situation, and hopefully I don't have to go for that one. That one, I even have a stethoscope. I could check blood pressure. I have shears. And guys, I also have the Narcan, is another thing that I carry now. More and more, as a former law enforcement officer, I learned and I was trained in using Narcan. I recommend it. I have a few Narcans in my kit, and they're very easy to get. I mean, a lot of the local hospitals have dispensing machines where you can get those things. You never know, you can save somebody's life. I've used it for somebody before. I've been trained in it, And I think it's important. It's a really more and more these days. It's definitely a very important part of the kit. Remember, it doesn't mean that you're going to go out there and. I mean, I would hope you'd help somebody that is in trouble, but it could be a family member that is exposed to something, and you might need it. So remember, you don't have to have somebody in the house who's doing drugs and have that. And it, like I said, it's you could be exposed to some of these drugs and need that Narcan for your family. So I definitely recommend you having it. The other thing I have is potassium iodide tablets. We all know the days we're living in, so it's just good to have just in case. But anyway, this is not meant to be a teach you how to do first aid or anything like that, but the other thing that I recommend is going out and getting educated. I've gotten certified and I've gone through classes on how to use these things. So how to use Narcan, how to use a chest seal, how to use any of these emergency compression bandages. So I've taken classes to educate myself and learn how to use these things. It does you no good to have all of these things and not know how to use them. So, all right. So, how to apply a chest seal, things like that. So anyway, do it for you. Do it for your family. Get out there, and you can find courses and classes that teach you CPR and first aid and stop the bleed and things like that. So get out there and educate yourself. It's not enough to just have these things. You need to know how to use them. So, all right, guys. Well, so that's it. That's what I carry in my Jeep, and yeah, I'm pretty well stocked when it comes to first aid kits in my Jeep, and I take it with me everywhere I go. Now, keep in mind this though. A lot of these things are very, very sensitive to heat. So, for example, today is 107. It's supposed to be about 107 degrees outside. Sorry, guys. I think the heat is already getting to me. And so it's pretty hot out there. So you have to make sure you store these things properly. It's not good to leave it in the car and let them cook inside the car. So what I do is, if I'm not parking in the carport, or if it's very, very hot, I have this readily accessible where I can just take it out and put it in the house, and then if I'm going to go out, I'll take it with me. So I have come up with a few ways of making sure that my first aid kits do not get exposed to extreme heat, which is really not good for it, okay? Especially for things like Narcan or some of these medicines and stuff. You definitely don't want to let them cook inside the car, so you have to be aware of that. All right, everyone, I hope this helps, and I wish you a great week, and we'll talk soon. All right, take care.